Let's be honest for a second. Most VDP photos don't sell cars. They apologize for them. Wet pavement, snowbanks, harsh lighting, awkward dealership backdrops, even expensive studios somewhat still feel flat. And yet, this is the first impressions your buyers get. The reality is, if your VDP photos were working, you wouldn't need more leads. You'd need more cars. I feel like we've accepted good enough inventory photos for way too long. So in this video, I'll show you how to take the same boring vehicle images you already have and use AI to transform them into cinematic, high-impact lifestyle visuals that stop the scroll and sell the experience, not just the car. By the way, if you haven't met me, my name is Sean Cassy, and I've been using AI to help dealerships sell for over $2 billion worth of vehicles across North America. And yes, I've literally written the playbook on how dealers use AI to sell more cars. Before we get into the transformation, I'm going to show you a few real-world VDPs, not to criticize dealers, but to highlight the reality we're all dealing with. Snow on the ground, cracked asphalt, mismatched seasons, undetailed vehicles, sterile studio shots. None of this sells the dream of ownership. Meanwhile, look at how Motor Trend, Car and Driver, and the OEMs showcase vehicles. Cinematic, emotional, even aspirational, and that gap is exactly what we are about to close. Now, technically, you could do this with a few different tools, whether that's ChatGPT, Grok, or Gemini. For this video, though, I'm going to use Gemini because right now its Nano Banana Pro image model is honestly in a league of its own. If you want the cleanest edits, the most realistic results, and the most controlled over image transformation, this is the best tool in the world to do it with today. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this manually, prompt by prompt, so you truly understand what's happening under the hood. But stick with me until the end, because I'll also show you how the same process can be tuned into a simple AI app using Google's AI Studio, so you can do this at a scale and speed that's impossible to replicate manually. Let's get right into it. One quick thing before we dive in. I'm going to start from the very beginning and build the foundation step by step. If you're already an advanced AI image editor, this might feel a little basic at first. But for most automotive professionals I work with, this is exactly where things need to start. So stick with me, because the fundamentals are what makes everything else work. For our first example, we're going to use a 2026 Cadillac Escalade ESV from our friends at CWGM. It's a stunning vehicle, roughly a $150,000 SUV, but the photos were taken early winter. Snow on the ground, footprints in the lot, gray skies, bare trees, totally normal conditions for a Canadian dealership, but visually, it just feels flat, and that makes it the perfect starting point for what I'm about to show you. So once we're inside the Gemini interface, we're going to do what most automotive professionals would naturally try at first. The prompt would be something like, give me a picture of a 2026 Cadillac Escalade ESV on a picturesque winter backdrop in Cornwall, Ontario. And right away, something obvious is going to happen. Gemini will give us an Escalade, but it probably won't be black. So we'll say, okay, hold on. The Escalade is black. We adjust the prompt. And then we notice something else. The wheels are slightly different. Maybe the chrome trim isn't quite right. It's close, but it's not our Escalade. And this is the key realization, especially for used vehicles. Every used car is unique. That's where seed images come in. Instead of asking AI to guess what our vehicle looks like, we simply upload one of 3 real pictures of the actual Escalade we have on the lot. Now the AI knows exactly what it's working with, and every image it generates stays true to the real vehicle. Now at this point, we finally have the exact Escalade. It's black, it's the right trim, the right wheels, the right vehicle, and it's winter, with Cornwall in the backdrop. Technically, this is a win, but there's a problem. It still doesn't feel aspirational. It doesn't look like something out of Motor Trend, Car and Driver, or an OEM campaign. It feels more like we dropped the Escalade into a random parking lot near the bridge and snapped a photo in the dead of winter, which isn't much more inspiring than where we started. And this is where we introduce what we call recursive thinking, and it starts with a bit of humility. Most of us aren't photographers or filmmakers. We don't think in lenses, motion blur, depth of field, bokeh, or cinematic composition. And that's okay. Instead of trying to be experts in photography, we let AI be the expert for us. We take the seed image of the exact vehicle, describe in plain language the feeling and the outcome that we want, something inspired by Motor Trend, Car and Driver, or even Rob Report, and then we ask AI to write the detailed prompt for us. The camera choices, the lighting, the motion, the atmosphere, all of it. We're not guessing anymore, we're directing. Now I'm going to show you examples of the detailed prompts AI gave us, and at first glance, they look extremely technical. Lenses, lighting, motion, composition, things most of us aren't expert in. But here's the shift. We don't need to understand every line to use them effectively. These prompts become templates. I'll put a few of these prompt examples in the description as well, so you can review them at your own pace, compare them to what we're doing here, and use them as inspiration when you start building your own. Once the technical foundation is handled, we stay in control of the parts that actually matter to the dealership: location, weather, season, terrain, backdrop, and environment. The same Escalade can be in Cornwall, Ottawa, Miami, arriving at a luxury hotel, parked in front of an iconic landmark anywhere in the world. The creativity is where and how the vehicle lives, not in memorizing camera specs. From here, we have two options. We can manually tweak parts of the prompt ourselves, or we can keep leaning into recursive intelligence and let AI do the heavy lifting again. For example, we could say, take the same prompt but redesign it for a vehicle in motion, which is perfect for performance cars or sports vehicles where energy and speed matter. We can also ask AI to reinterpret the prompt for ultra-luxury vehicles, something elegant, restrained, high-end, or go in the opposite direction and create a rugged version designed for trucks or off-road vehicles, where terrain, texture, and environment bring the vehicle to life. The key idea is this: once you have a great foundational prompt, AI can generate multiple specialized versions for you without starting over. Now let me show you how to take this one step further by combining two seed images, one of the vehicle and one of the dealership itself. If you already have a perfectly framed photo of your building, great. If not, this is easy. Just go to Google Maps, search for your dealership, click See Outside or Street View, frame the building the way you want, and grab the screenshot. Now we upload both images, the exact vehicle and the exact dealership. And once again, we let AI do the heavy lifting. We ask it to generate the ideal prompt with the right cinematography, lighting, and composition, choose the season we want, and bring it all together. The result is your real vehicle in front of your real dealership in the perfect environment. At that point, you're no longer reacting to conditions, you're in full control of the visual experience you're giving to your customers. At this point, you're probably thinking what most dealers think. These images are incredible, Sean, but this takes time. And you're not wrong. Manually creating the perfect vehicle across 6, 8, or 10 different environments means prompting, adjusting, refining, and that can get tedious fast. This is where Google AI Studio changes the game. Instead of doing this one image at a time, you can use AI to build simple apps that take a VDP URL, understand the vehicle, the location, and the dealership, apply seed images, and let you choose the season, and then automatically generate 8 to 10 fully prompted cinematic lifestyle images in seconds. Same quality, same realism, but at a speed and scale that's impossible to match manually. And this is exactly what we teach inside AI Apex, our AI transformational workshop at Turbo Marketing Solutions. It's built specifically for automotive professionals, dealership marketing teams, and management teams who want to use AI in a practical way that actually moves the needle across every department. When the internet first arrived, dealerships did the hard work of bringing their inventory online. Specs, options, pricing, detail, but what got left behind was salesmanship. The same thing happened with social media, another massive opportunity to bring salesmanship into the online shopping experience, and most stores never fully did. AI Apex is about fixing that. Yes, we explore the speed, the scale, and the power of AI, how it turns normal people into high-leverage operators. But the real goal is bringing salesmanship back into the digital experience, so customers don't just shop for your vehicle, they fall in love with the experience of buying and owning from your dealership. If that sparked something in you, the link to apply for AI Apex is in the description. You can also access our free AI assessment. It takes a few minutes and gives you a very clear picture of where your dealership or where you as an automotive professional actually stand with AI today. Oh, and one last thing before you go. All of these images we just created, we can take them and with one toggle inside Flow, turn them into fully animated cinematic videos. Same visual, now in motion. But that's something we'll cover in the next video. For now, let's sell some cars.